Hey guys, What If here? Welcome back to NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup Season Mode for Race 25. And we are officially beginning the chase. The first iteration of the chase, thankfully. So this is before they add in like bonus points and stuff, because if we did, then we would probably have like a big ass point lead. But it's only 5. So yeah. Really was no excitement of who was going to make the top 10. LA Tyler pretty much had on lock. But this, from what it looks like, is 8 of this 10 is the real life chase. The only difference is Elliott Sadler, or Kevin Harvick, and Casey Kane. Those are the only 2 that never made it originally. So it got 80% of it right. So that's impressive. There's not a whole lot else to show other than the paint scheme, which it's going to be the One Piece Odyssey custom car. So it'll look good for New Hampshire. I mean, we're going to probably destroy the field there, but at least we can start off the chase on a very destructively epic note. Thank you to my Tier 3 Patreon people, as well as my YouTube support channel, purchase their early access videos, as well as shout out emails when I stream. Thank you for what you guys do. I appreciate it. Bill Weber, take it from here and hype us up.
10 races to go, and now the field for the race for the Nextel Cup Championship has been set. Every driver knows the score. You're either racing for the championship or racing to prove you should be. 10 races to measure talent, temper, respect, and revenge. And it all begins right here in Loudon as EA Sports presents the Sylvania 300.
Good introduction, no problems there. That was really good. Why? Oh, it's because I didn't click over here. Is that it? Is that why? Yeah, it was. Yeah. Figures. Yeah. So car setup is just what we used here before. There's really anything different. Yeah. Let's just get on pole and win this. That should be pole. And it is. 28.4. That's, yeah, by a lot. So this will be good, because when we go to Dover, we're going to need all this extra advantage we could possibly get. And also, Dale Jr. and Tony Stewart are starting up front, so they're going to probably be competitive and really not going to gain much points on them, even if we just, have a max day. So it's going to be really important to just take advantage of these races that we can win. Because Dover, I mean, we kind of learned that we can probably get a top 5 there. Not too hardly. I don't know. Dover, probably Lowe's, and Kansas are the big 3 that I know we're not going to probably win. It's just, I don't know. I just remember from my career mode, we won like 6 out of the 10 or 7 out of 10, and we still barely won the championship, so we need every advantage. So, yeah, this is going to be a pretty butt-kicking race, but Dover's going to be coming up, so yeah, I don't know. There's not a whole lot else to say. I'll be pitting this lap. We got about a 10-second lead, so Picker can really just make a mistake, and they're going to have a terrible stop, and it really won't matter. So, yeah, just get to 70. Beautiful. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing really at stake here. That's a slow stop, 16-1. I don't even know what to say about that. It's disappointing, but it's in a race where it really doesn't matter. So, in fact, we're going to stay down here. We're going to be even Steven with it. Yeah, alright, well that's it. Maybe everything to cycle through. The 80 car of Andy Hillenberg, though it's a fantasy driver, but in the skin of Andy Hillenberg. Don't want to imagine that, but yep. Back into the lead, where he lapped, I guess, Robbie Gordon, who was last. The lead is so big the interval can't even process it. It is definitely not 652 seconds. That's 11. Okay, we actually gained a second after everything cycling through. I'm really surprised. I thought my picker was going to make me lose, like, 3 seconds from that or something crazy, because it's happened before. But yeah, I mean, this really shouldn't be all that bad unless we have random lap cars just block me, but otherwise this should be very straightforward victory. Can the lap cars just move? I mean, my lord, it's just, they're constantly blocking, chopping me off the track. I'm losing so much time. My interval could be so much fucking bigger, but I have to deal with the lap traffic being obnoxious here. I'm just glad it's the last lap. The lap traffic was probably the hardest and most annoying thing to deal with this entire race. They just kept doing stupid things. Just in the car, I need like the whole track to turn. So if I try to get side by side with someone, the car just get tight. So that was annoying. The interval really should be like 20 seconds, but couldn't. So I'm annoyed by that. Maybe I'm a little paranoid after Richmond, so I don't know. Maybe there's that too. That's kind of bugging me, but whatever. That's a dub. Straightforward, casual. We'll have to look at the race results after the fact because we have such a lead. It's not going to show up here. Ryan Newman second. Dale Jr. was second in points, but he got fifth, so we're going to gain a good chunk of points. Newman did lead a lap during the cycle, same with Gordon. And somebody else, the Andy Hillenberg skin Charmeleon person. Or Danica, actually Danica would like that. I'm talking about reptile people, because that's what she likes in her podcast. That's a thing. Actually look that up. That's a thing she believes in, so yeah. That should be the title of the video, the Reptilian Saga, the Reptilian Chase. I don't know, but we get good points, good everything, and we'll take a look at the point standing itself just to see what kind of gap we have over everyone's. Probably not much, because Newman's up there as well, so I don't know. So it's 15,407. That puts it 10th. It is now 10th on there. It's right in the middle of Thunder 03 New Hampshire Race 27 and NASCAR 05 New Hampshire Race 18. So weirdly enough, the interval is pretty close to the first New Hampshire race that we did earlier in the season. Shockingly, we only missed it out by a 10th, so it's probably because of lap traffic. We probably would have been higher if it wasn't that. But hey, it's New Hampshire's 10th. Interesting. Oh, I see it again. It says 2003 on there. That's lazy. That's lazy, EA. I see you copying and pasting trophies. You took none from the 2004 season apparently, or you took very few, because that's another copy. That's disgusting. Anyways, point situation. What's it gonna look like? Okay, 25 points over Newman, 40 over Junior. Tony Stark's usually been a fierce competitor this whole season, so he falls back. So, yeah, we're starting off on a good note. Well, hopefully that can continue at Dover, but it's probably not. All we can hope for is Newman isn't going to be the one that beats me to gain points on me. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's get on to Dover. The paint scheme we'll be going with, ironically, is the John Deere car, which is significant for Kurt Busch because that's where his first start came in 1990. Well, Jesus Christ, 2000. I'm getting my years confused. I think the Matt Kenseth, because he also had his first start at Dover too, in the '94 car. So my years and numbers got all mixed up. Old man syndrome kicking in. But yeah, let's get into it. Get disappointed, get annoyed, because this track is one of those few with a tire fall off. It's just too extreme, and we're not going to win. You might lose the point lead if things go that wrong, but I'm going to try my best to not have that happen and at least get second. That's at least my goal, is to be second fiddle.
It's race number 2 in the 10-race chase for the Nextel Cup. And never before have fans of NASCAR come to Dover with so much on the line. Today, 400 of the toughest miles in racing on the Monster Mile in Dover, Delaware. We'll see who can charge to the front as EA Sports presents the MBNA America 400.
Good introduction, good stuff. I'm going to do something a little bit different. We're going to lower the tire pressures to 18, and the wedge is going to be set to 0, which is basically the default. And see if that doesn't help. We went with a 20 on the tire pressures and made it a little bit looser. I was testing out practice, just seemed to be a bit too extreme. So I don't know. Trying to find something that can work to keep us competitive but not lose too much speed, but it's kind of impossible, so I don't know. But let's get on pole and be first like usual. And obviously that's a pole. I was just kind of curious to get a second lap in, just to kind of see if we can run any better. I think we're maybe a 10th off there, but this car, I think the setup is more just to have it be more comfortable, or at least maybe it's not as fast, but at least the tires maybe can hang on a little bit longer. I don't know. A lot of this we're just going to find out as we run this race, so yeah. So obviously didn't really see Dale Jr., Ryan Newman anywhere near this front, so if we do obviously end up not winning, then we're not going to hemorrhage as much points as I'm thinking. So most importantly on this start, I just want to build up a gap as much as I can, because that's going to be very important for when the fall off does happen, so we don't lose as much time. So it's extra important to just hit my marks, try hard, sweat mode it off, and just build up a gap. Gap's just about 2 seconds, and considering we're going to probably fall off terribly and be probably 2 seconds behind, this still is not comfortable, but we're just going to try to lessen the bleeding here as much as possible. But so far we're doing everything we need to. We're building up the gap, doing a lot better than what I did in practice, so I think the setup, I guess the tire, period adjustments is enough to, it's definitely made it a lot more faster and more competitive too. Gap is almost 3 seconds. I think this might be the peak of the run. And in the next 9 laps, we're going to lose that 3 seconds. So isn't this game fun? Isn't this game just like the greatest of all time? People have such nostalgia goggles for this and don't acknowledge the glaring problems where I guess the only way to enjoy this game is basically not have any NASCAR rules turned on. Screw tire wear. Since it exists, it's just no sense of having it. But then most races are going to be like this, where we're just, well, then I guess I could start last, but I don't know. Point is, game's stupid, and I don't know, I'm just exhausted. So we got 4 laps to lose 2 seconds. It's probably, it's watch, it'll still probably happen. If we can get out of this pit cycle and still be first, then I think we're going to effectively win the race. Because we're barely hanging on now. If we just have any type of deficit or any type of lead, we're going to be looking really good. So I'm actually really surprised it's not fallen. I mean, it's fallen off. We've lost like 2+ seconds, but it's not as bad as I thought. And we're going to be pinned next time by the pit crew. I mean, we have a race win wrapped in our hands. I would love to win this John Deere car. I don't think I have this entire season mode, so that would be. Maybe I have once, but it'd be nice to do it again, especially at a track that kickstarted Kurt's career off. That would be very nice, but we're pinning this lap. Gordon's only 7/10 behind me, so still gotta be careful. And just get down pit road. Beautiful. A little aggressive, but we're fine. 4 tires fuel, and that's it, and we're getting held up on pit road, which is not great. Thank you, Brian Vickers. Your wife frickin' is sabotaging me again. His wife put him up to that. That's what's going on right now. That's many times 15-4. The pit crew dropped the ball 16-4. That's a full second off. That's the lead. That might be our race right there. And Rusty Wall's going to try beating us out of pit road. No. No. So that's annoying. Great to have the pit crew completely fumble once again. And having Rusty almost beat me out of... Oh my god. I don't need this either. Fine. Fine. Go by. So I can try to find a way around him. That was just not... That's not good. That's bad vibes. Bad vibes blocking me, Rusty. You're going to pay for that. I should, for all intents and purposes, maybe be like 2 or 3 tenths behind Jeff Gordon. But knowing how weird this game is, we're going to probably be multiple seconds back. In fact, we literally had a race win in our hands. Get completely destroyed. So, that's great. Now we're not going to make up that time. So, even if our picker... Again! We undercut them. We should, in theory, gain time. This is like the fucking Michigan shit again, where Jeff Gordon just ran like... It got like a 14-second flat pit stop, and I had like a 14.9. It was like pretty good. It wasn't enough. We're in the same boat, except we were a good second off. But even if our pit crew nailed it, I would have been still 8 tenths back. So how'd I lose a second? They're just like nailing pit times that aren't fucking possible. Once again, I'm going to lose a race out of my hands, so I'm not going to feel bad about losing this one, because we probably actually could have won it. Catching up to Kane. Can I just make one normal pass, for God's sakes? I couldn't do it with Rusty Wallace. I couldn't do it with Kane. I'm blocking there. I was kind of mean, but whatever. It's a hopeless feeling. It literally is. Even if we get the lead now and start to pull away, we needed everything in our power to gain almost a 4-second lead, and it was only down to 8 tenths. This is not going to be enough. It's just not. Well, hey, it's going to be like 1 for 2 on making a clean pass here. So that's nice. We do have 1 lap car that might pose a problem, maybe. But I don't know. It's just stupid to be in these positions because the pit crew can't do the bare minimum. I mean, we're going to get the lead here, but it's not going to matter because our car is going to fall off and they're just going to get by me eventually. So it's all fake. It's all fucking just delusional Reptile Danica Patrick podcast shit. Yeah, just scrape the wall for no reason. Yeah, just make myself more embarrassing this race. Told you it wasn't going to last. I'm actually really amazed we didn't wreck from that, but yeah, it's just not surprising. All I can do is just hold the bomb lane, and again, the car just doesn't want to do anything now. It's just wiggling, it's skating. I'm probably burning up the tires even more now because I'm pushing it so hard, or I was pushing it so hard to run them down. I don't know, but it's just they're just gonna have to pass me around the outside. That's how Tony Stewart won here in the spring. And they're gonna have to do that again. I mean, we're catching Scott Wimmer. I'm actually amazed my car's even fast enough to even catch Scott Wimmer because our car is falling apart so badly now. But I'm sure he will be in the way for us and then let everyone else go by because this is still like the Thunder 04 AI essentially. So they're just gonna give their other AI competitors just so much more slack, and they're gonna treat me like a 12th rate citizen. I don't know if that exists, but I made it exist. But hooray, we're gonna pass a car. It's a lap car. Junior's gonna get held up by him, which is, I guess, good for me. Kane's now in the mix. He's also in the chase. Car has not done that all race long, so I don't understand that unless Gordon's giving me like arrow push. I'm sorry, Gordon, I can't fucking turn. Car gets junk. Car gets stupid. Car don't vroom very well. I think I just screwed Dale Jr. out of a good finish, so yeah, that's just wonderful. I have to feel even worse about everything in this race. It just skates up the track. I can't do anything else about it. It just skates. It's really annoying. And I have to park it in the corner so much because I just don't want to turn. I mean, maybe that bubble thing is a thing where they get really close to me and my car kind of gets loose. I don't know. It just feels like it does something different. But they're going to end up wrecking themselves because of that. I don't know. I'm actually impressed I've even held on as long as I did because I have no right leading this race anymore. They just don't have the ability to find a way around me because I'm just parking on the bottom of the track so incredibly well. But I'll take it. The longer we hold them out, the less likely we'll, go back to like 4th or something. But it'll probably still happen. I'm just upset I boned Dale Jr. as hard as I did. I'm just annoyed by that. But yeah, Jeff Gordon's gonna clutch his way to another race win probably, because it seems like anytime I lose a race, Jeff Gordon is the one that's beating me. It's making up for Thunder 03. But yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to hold him off. It's fucking bullshit the fall off exists in the way it does. Can that be modded? Can that be fixed, please? So this game can be a little bit more enjoyable and fucking fair, because it's not fair as it is right now. That's the majority of how I lose races this entire season is because of that. But I guess it's still better than Thunder 04 because we're not winning as much. It just, I have to be on a completely different set of rules from the AI. I'm just tired of ranting about it. That's like the only thing. What am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to be like Jason Jacoby and smile about everything and be a freak about it? Like, is that the approach for it? I'm gonna try that. So, we lost that spot. It wasn't, whatever. White flag's out. Casey Kane's to my outside. Oh, little oopsie doodles there. Little flag narc there. Getting a bentos from that. Oh, we're gonna lose another spot. Oh, Kane hit the wall. Sometimes we make mistakes. It's a little oopsie doodle there. Little cheese doodle problem there. It's not right. We're just gonna finish 3rd and fucking be pissed. Hooray! 3rd. I think Mark Martin got a top 10 back there. That's also impressive. We're not gonna lose as much points. That's Jim John. Never mind. Okay, so I guess there's that. We're still gonna be the point lead probably. Well, we'll take a look at the results. Jeff Gordon got the win. Dale Jr. I guess didn't get boned as hard. He only went to 5th. I mean, he probably had a shot to win, but surprised we even held the lead as long as we did. I'm assuming we're still going to be in the point lead because Junior was 2nd. So we're going to get 175. He gets 160. So I think we're going to gain points. I don't know where Jeff Gordon was at. I think he was behind some people. So he's going to gain points. I'm very scared because after Talladega's Kansas, and that's another track where I think we're going to lose points. So we're going to have to clutch at Talladega and just win. It's going to probably be boring and nothing's going to happen, but at least we're just going to win it straight up. But I didn't even remember how many people even got lapped at New Hampshire. I wasn't even paying attention. Rusty gets 8th. Newman 9th. Jeff Burton 10th. McMurray, Vickers, Harvick back there after starting 13. Okay, he started where he qualified. Must be confusing me with Vickers. I don't know, but yeah. Sadler 17th after starting 7th. That's a yikes. Anyone blow up? Anyone interesting? Okay, Scott, we're going to lap down. But that's it. Anyways, I just want to move on from this race because it's just typical Thunder Oh, it's not a Thunder game. It's NASCAR 5. Ugh. So we'll take a look at the points real quick. And, oh, Jeff Gordon is second. 40 points out. Dale Jr. 55 out. Newman 4th. Johnson 5th. Stewart 6th. So, Stewart's been like 2nd to 4th the whole season, so it's weird to see him back here. Kenseth, Kane had a good run. And Elliott Sadler and Harvick. Well, Harvick's almost one full race behind, but everybody's still relatively close, 2 races in. That'll kind of change as it goes along, but yeah, we just going into Homestead, we need like almost 100 plus lead, or 130 or 140 even. Like, it's really bad. That fall off is so horrible. I mean, we need to just max out points. Almost like as if this format's stupid, because I already have like 13 wins or 14 wins in the season. Actually, I can look that up right now. How many wins do I even have in the season? Oh, 18. 18 wins this season. And we're in jeopardy of losing the championship because of the format. Almost like as if it's stupid still. I don't know. I'm annoyed. But hey, at least it's entertainment. That's all the modern NASCAR wants. They just want entertainment. They don't care about legitimacy. They just want entertainment. Which I wish they would just embrace that. It's so funny when you have the announcers go into the booth with like freaking like ties and suits, and it's like all like really professional and fancy, but really the sport's just an absolute circus shit show. They should just freaking just wear flannel and be just stereotypically redneck. Just embrace it. Embrace the trash. Just dress trashy too. Why put on this persona of like professionalism? Screw it. Just go in there with a shirt that doesn't fit and your belly sticks out. That's what it should be like anymore. Rant aside, I'm gonna change my paint scheme so I don't forget. And we're done. Next, that'll be a nice scheme. And yeah, that's it. I'm done. Big shout out to my tier 3 Patreon supporters, Dave from Channel 15, Kamikazegames, Be Like Carrier, Masculine 1986, and my name is Sean for support. Again, I appreciate you guys do for my channel every single month. It is always appreciated, always goes a long ways. So thank you as always for the continued support. See you all next episode. As my fridge is humming, I guess my red Solo cup that's supposed to block the bar in there is not doing its thing because it shouldn't be humming. That's annoying. I gotta fix that. It was one of the shelves in there. When it's not like tight or secure fully, it will rattle. So there's that, because there's nothing in my fridge because I'm living off pretzels and jumbo donuts. So yeah, I'm really doing a good job surviving right now. How am I living? Cool. A lot of it's because there's like shit in my mouth that like my mouth is so like prone to getting cuts and canker sores still. I guess it's just anything is acidic or anything just will freaking flare things up. So I don't know. I should just be living off freaking applesauce and pudding or something. That's what I should be. That should be my diet anymore, because apparently food is just my mouth don't like it. So that's just a living nightmare I have to deal with. Anyways, I don't. We're done. I'm too much TMI, and no one cares about that as much. So yeah, see you all next episode, where I'm sure I'll rage again because Kansas is broken too. So that's fun. Bye. Have a good day.